Probably not the best here, considering Andrew's Lotus Petals. What Edward does have is Through the Breach.
Okay.
I'm seeing if there's any way for Andrew to... No, it looks like... I would imagine Ed is just going to keep his current 75. The other cards that he could bring in are Echoing Truth and Wipe Away and Caracas, but I think that everything that Ed has in his deck already is good enough. On the right here is Andrew Morrow. He has Carpet of Flowers. He has access to Chain of Vapor. Neither of them particularly good here, although he could bring in Carpet of Flowers, but I probably wouldn't.
But yeah, it doesn't seem like it does a whole lot.
What he does have is Duress,
yes,
which is going to take the Ponder and leave Edward with naught but 2 Lotus Petals and 3 lands.
And one other card I think would likely come in there, Caracas.
Caracas, definitely being able to bounce Ed's Caracas or Ed's creatures.
Right.
Ed might bring in his own Caracas
just for Legend Rule.
For the Legend Rule that will only be functional for another 3 weeks or so.
Yeah. So the Ponder goes away from the Duress. Misty Rainforest from Ed, pass back to Andrew, who just plays Polluted Delta, passes back. End of turn, Edward looks like he is going to crack that Misty Rainforest. Andrew also wants to shout out to his mom.
Yep, so, he wanted us to be sure that we shout out to Mom. If Mom's watching, hi Mom, here's your son. He's down a game, but not a terrible beginning for him.
Yeah, looking good so far.
Here in this match. He also has Carpet of Flowers in hand. Carpet of Flowers is an interesting enchantment from guess what set?
Let's see, Urza's Saga.
That would be Urza's Saga.
Yeah. We had this up earlier actually on camera.
Oh, okay.
It is the Urza's Saga Uncommon Enchantment. Rebecca Guay artwork.
And that as you can see there, during your main phase, you may add up to X mana of 1 color to your mana pool, where X is the number of islands your target opponent controls. An interesting side note about Carpet of Flowers, it does not specify during your first main phase.
Yes, so it could be either of your main phases.
Yeah.
So a Brainstorm from Andrew, followed by a Shuffle effect with a fetch land. Exactly the way what you want out of Brainstorm.
Yep.
Nice
As
little...
Adrian Sullivan calls it, a Braincestral Recall.
Yep.
Looks like it has put nothing but gasoline in Andrew's tank there. He's got Ponder, he's got Cabal Therapy.
He's got a Lotus
This Cabal
Petal
Therapy, I hope, is going to take out these Lotus Petals. That would be ideal for me.
And
this is Ad
Ponder.
Nauseam, Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual.
Yeah.
Very powerful Ponder, setting Andrew up for a win, possibly on the next turn.
He's got to think about how he wants to stack them and which one he wants to draw now. He chooses to draw, it looks like the Dark Ritual. And
Andrew decides to pass, leaving Ed with as many Lotus Petals as he so chooses.
Yeah, I think there were 3 last time we checked.
I'm not so sure. I mean, Andrew knows about 2. I think I probably would have done the Cabal, even though you're not snagging anything terribly relevant. You're not snagging win conditions or anything. You're just snagging.
They're in the deck for
potential.
A reason. Yeah. Actually, I was thinking there were 3. It was 3 lands that I was 3 lands, 2 Lotus Petals, so it was just the 2. But still,
this appears to be a Sneak Attack is going to get cast here. There's Sneak Attack. Urza's Saga enchantment. Pay a red mana, put a creature from your hand onto the battlefield. That's an Emrakul.
Certainly is.
It's quite a powerful spell. Only 15, so Andrew will go to 4. This makes Ad Nauseam a much worse option.
Yeah, not gonna really give him much play with that Ad Nauseam. As of course he top decks Ad Nauseam, which he left on top.
He left there, yeah.
So we're gonna go Lotus Petal, Carpet of Flowers here for Andrew.
Now Edward does not have the second creature he needs to kill Andrew just yet.
As far as we know, unless he just top decks.
Andrew's going to be able to add 2 mana to his mana pool during his main phase.
Go ahead and read it.
There it is again. We'll read it while Ed is.
Yeah. So it's the main phase. There's 1 of the blue. He's going to go ahead and use it on Brainstorm. Finds a Dark Ritual, an Underground Sea, and it looks
and a Chain of Vapor.
Chain of Vapor. Okay.
So Andrew's deciding how he's going to win this game now. He has plenty of mana. What he needs is a way to win without using the ad nauseam.
Right. Adds or puts a Underground Sea into play, passes back to Edward. Edward passes with a just an Ancient Tomb for his turn.
Andrew deciding if he wants to use Chain of Vapor here on the sneak attack. I probably wouldn't. I think that it's much more important to bounce a Gristlebrand for a turn, for example.
Yeah, and he agrees with you, doesn't do it, draws for the turn and passes back. I believe he drew a Cabal Ritual.
Now,
he's got all kinds of rituals.
Regardless of whether Gristlebrand gets chained, it's still probably going to win the game by drawing 7 cards.
Yeah, and we're going to see that here as Ed top decks a Gristlebrand, puts it into play with Sneak Attack, and now the Chain of Vapor.
He's going to misdirect. Wow. So he didn't even need to find a new creature. He had the misdirection the whole time, winning in style, misdirecting to the Carpet of Flowers. Edward Stewart, victorious over Andrew Morrow. Both of these players were X and 1 headed into this round. Edward Stewart moves to 7 and 1. Andrew Morrow probably out of top 8 contention now.
At X and 2.